ye be kai mo asem now mo amu ka say ye de nana ya jantoa e ma ne be petition wo Jubilee House nti munti ase ye disrespect na yen kai mo abra na NDC wo opposition wo mu ye demonstration bi occupy Bank of Ghana na to force ni Samija mfini asiedu nketia num na eye leaders yenhwe disrespecta wo mu edema asiedu nketia Samija mfini atu force ewo Bank of Ghana ho adis number the 2 deputies amba yewo deputy 1 and deputy 2 not even a single person nearby a small obi la obi nipa bia chase shada ni top hierarchy eno oba ebeji ena after force num e can say they will not present the petition to that person and then on Aplus e can say in fact next time my MP before be demonstration no as I say wo musuma Appiah Stadium na Appiah Stadium free Jubilee House be petition no eno na ebe boa yehwe na esi ye wi a Manasseh akasa Elikem Kotoko deputy CEO the Forestry Commission akasa yebedi hu komo. Let's go.
Let me say that I feel very disrespected as the leader of the opposition in Parliament for a simple reason that we demanded to present a petition to the governor of the Central Bank of the Republic of Ghana, otherwise known as the Bank of Ghana. The governor has 2 deputies, namely Deputy 1 and Deputy 2. Unfortunately, he has decided to disrespect us, and his 2 deputies has also decided to disrespect us by not being here and to receive our petition. We never said we are going to present our petition to the head of security or someone responsible for security, with all due respect. They have actually mismanaged the affairs of the central bank. They have mismanaged the affairs of monetary policy. Today, Ghana, our beloved country, is on 8 nails. You are not the one responsible, and we will not give you our petition. Let me also say that, in summary, this governor and this Bank of Ghana, led by Governor Addison, has unilaterally printed up to 80 billion Ghana cedis in 2 years without recourse to Parliament. Written off about 48 billion Ghana cedis being government debt. Let me say that all of this was done without parliamentary approval. But let the governor be aware that, in fact, printing of money is like an alcoholism. The good effect, or the perceived good effect, comes immediately. But the hangover comes after the party. Governor Addison printed money to finance the champagne lifestyle of this President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia lifestyle on an appetition budget. Today, our country is on 8 nails. We will not accept it.
We Ebrana Addison ye governor the Bank of Ghana. Oh sorry, I Tron no ako printiska. Tron no ako printiska. Even before election 2024, look at the amount of new cash wo mu pump the good system no. And sika no mu print no enye no na ya wo. Ghana mra say we are buying na say ube print sika, you make sure say one making sure say approve it by Parliament. You understand? You make sure say wow Parliament approve it. The Parliament approve it meaning say meaning say Ghana jatum, because Parliament MPBOT or be representing Crawford. That is why every constituency across the nation a representative of Parliament no. So the Parliament of Ghana ena ese so omugi tum se so ko print sika before what to sana mo no. Ebra na adesenti power no. Ade be chi no ko print sika. Ade be because on him say a hang parliament. Semi-decor parliament, the NDC MPs would not allow. Enti yenya den. Yene yewo power. Yebekwa ko printi. Hwinsi. No ma ko printi aba. Eyam ya se Addison kurada so tifie till date. Eyam ya se wuntumi da jail na Addison tifie. A yemfa no nkogina court. One of the 2 deputies, they are still in the house. Eyemi hu. Ade omo ye ni. Shade. Which democracy is under attack? Which democracy is under attack? The democracy in which Ghana's judicial autonomy fell from its 100 score between 2014 and 2017 to 50% 2023 in the Mo Ibrahim Good Governance Index. The democracy in which your best performance in Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index was your predecessor's worst. The democracy in which young men and women were arrested, refused bail, and remanded in custody for weeks because they protested against illegal mining. The democracy in which a leading member of your party openly incited an attack against a journalist where the journalist was shot and killed. Nothing happened to him, and your president said at the bar conference in Takoradi that the journalist killing could not be said to be an attack on press freedom. Ye be some protest no questions in your answer. The democracy in which some journalists had to flee the country for their lives, in which the crashing of dissenting voices became so palpable that the likes of some journal openly decried the return of the culture of silence, suffered a barrage of attacks. Manasseh Azure is referring to himself. So Daniel was South Africa under the New Patriotic Party. He ran away from Ghana. Don't get me wrong, I have openly spoken up against some of the issues you complain about, but those were the same issues you attacked others for complaining about yesterday. By all means, democracy must be saved, but when some voices join the chorus, the solemn assumes the posture of a comic anthem. Why? If what we left behind shows up in an identification parade of governance, the most generous of observers will not see democracy. Our democracy must be saved, but it must be saved only when you don't wield the power to abuse it with impunity. And some way na Manasseh atutudia money or sunofo. Share. Ena Elikem Kotoko say, Kama they say is a bitch. You sent a head of security to receive a petition on behalf of governor. Table as 10. You are lucky and have been given a whole presidential staffer to receive your petition, not the head of security. And you are crying wolf, passing comments that look down on this woman. I hope the woman groups saw that we don't need them to comment anyway. Ghanaians are the better judges. Nti oka nipa na obabeji petition ewo Bank of Ghana protest na see under MPP no ebeji ato force no petition no na oye head of security ewo Bank of Ghana. Addison number, the deputy number, second number, they disrespected them. Addison, very arrogant man. And then mwanya presidential staffer. And ukana na bika no. My first petition. My first protest petition no. Second deputy chief of staff the year. Second one. Alex Segbefia ono ne your secretary to the vice presidency. So big man. And a third one. Nana ya janto abeji amose de maja. Na mumu time kura no bitimi a protest cross Jubilee House ho. Mumu time a mun kano krese NDC for bitimi a protest about aben Jubilee House ho. Crofo di o machi a